What's good, people? This is Skater Novus 91. And right now I'm in the backyard. The sun's peering through the tallest tree, and there's cats everywhere, but I don't see all the cats and kittens. But the major focus for this video is new, not new in a sense of like constant fluctuation of new stuff, considering our market in our world, in our country, always looks for the new thing, but it's not about that. It's more about the like becoming like not more aware or less aware, but getting into the fine line of things and understanding how things work through a deductive perception, but more of a free deduction that kind of an induction that puts you into kind of like this. They call it like a mental map in a way, but it's not like the mind that you're mapping. It's more like the occurrences that happen and not forgetting about things, but focusing on what is really important every second of the day, every millisecond of the day. Now, I know that's difficult, but with this ability, you'll be able to actually control what goes into the mind. You could, obviously, we need negativity in our life and positivity, but the idea of changing the thought pattern, but having more availability to focus on every moment gives you more freedom to be who you want to be and figure out that you don't want to be that thing you want to be, but you have other wants and desires you don't focus on other than that. So that's kind of important too. When I say important, I don't mean literally like it's an importance. I mean like because currency does rule over how we view the world, as well as different forms of constant value, social value. I don't like to say this, but sexual value too. The thing is that I don't exactly pertain to those things. I'm not like a monk that desensitizes my entire self. I'm more like a person that likes to pay attention, focus on the environment, and the environment within and without and inside, where you are there on your bed, relaxing, mediating, and meditating, and not doing too much or too little, and not doing moderate either, but finding a way to just be yourself in new ways and not defining as every moment is not technically you. It's a different form of you in a way. And the great thing is that even when you look at every moment, you're still there. So that says a lot about our our understanding of conscientious and stuff like that. But I'm not gonna go too into this whatever whole of perception. Not focus on that altogether. But other than that, I'll go back into what I was talking about. I'm in the backyard. I see a lot of work to be done in the backyard with the grass, and I don't see the dogs. They might be inside, but I want to take these dogs on a walk around my city block or city. It needs to be a tight leash though, but right now I accomplished a lot, but there's so much more to accomplish. Sometimes I feel as if I do and do not deserve what I learn and what I get through. So I like to be even more patient. It's hard to be even more patient than normal. Like, it's not that I want to concentrate on tasks like being super focused. I don't want to do that either. I'm just looking for what I truly want in different ways. Because we want different things depending on our character and character scenarios where we judge and find our path of fate or limiting this idea of fate that we've been focusing on this past thousands of years about focusing on like on all those religious and mythological perspectives, don't seem to create an enemy out of belief systems, but you don't have to focus on it if you're a bit agnostic or atheistic. You don't need to focus on those problematic things because you don't want to be in that but terrible mentality. It's greater to have a different sense of freedom that you've earned over time, and that's kind of like how money works. The more money you have, the more little bit freedom, but that's actually not so. It's a little off because some people with a lot of money don't have the greatest life, don't get the girls they want, don't get all that stuff, and then it goes back to these dating coaches that feel as if they can get anyone that they want just because they have like this non-heroic mentality, more like a tweener or more of a psychologically manipulative person that just wants to get laid all the time. But I'm not a goody two shoes or a good guy that's trying to say or make them the bad guy. I'm not a centrist in a way that sees the equal perspective of polygamy and seldom relationship. I don't I've had a relationship in a while, but I like to concentrate on these perspectives and think a new way that kind of doesn't necessarily blow the mind, but it gives much more carefulness in which place you want to or destination, which there is like actually no just destination per se, but I'm kind of going out on a limb here, not really putting it into the forefront of my mentality. I go on a little bit of a wandering thought wise, and sometimes I lose track of what I want to talk about, but personal development is not the great importance, but it does take you where you want to go. You don't have to believe in the same personal development that everybody agrees with. You can see in different perspectives, but you don't have to automatically create this archetypal idea of how the journey should be based on what you've learned from your teachers or mentors or people. It's greater to be on this journey by yourself while being around people and people limiting you and saying that you won't even admit amount to anything because of all the mistakes you made in the past. It's not about proving them wrong, but independently realizing that you you can never truly be alone because nihilism is not necessarily true. It's a it's a primitive idea, and existentialism is rather primitive too. But it gives nothing but anxiety, nothing but pure animalistic control over your surrounding surroundings, and you don't exactly want that. But I don't know. The what I'm really trying to learn is how to stay calm in situations. Hi, Mom, and work on being close to nature in a way, but also being beneficial to my environment and helping the community, as I said many times. But I don't want to over exaggerate what I'm trying to focus on. Obviously, um, I I'm starting to realize that most of my videos don't have a humor to it, except for my reels. It's just more of a repetition of what other YouTubers do, but with my own style. And honestly, like I get a different sense of value from it. Not a high, not a low, but a different type of perspective. I don't know how to explain, but maybe it's a little bit of high value in there. Not quite, but yeah. Um, I need to work on learning learning code, Java, kernel, other stuff. on maybe on my computer at my house. I can focus on that stuff. And I'm watching videos to video, trying to understand how circuit boards are creating motherboards and all that type of stuff. It's kind of complicated. There's a lot of stuff I want to do. I also thought I wanted to make some beats, but me and my homie were making something, but he hasn't edited it in a while, so I'm gonna talk to him about that. Other than that, I drank 2 whole coffees today, and I'm a little more energetic than usual, but I'm generally focused. That's great. Anyways, that is my video so far. And comment, like, subscribe. I'm gonna post this on Facebook too. It's just a newsletter. I do it all the time. Anyways, see ya.